Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing good. So today we are going to be doing some PSO because there is an event. So sounds about right that we should probably do some PSO and try and find something. Hi Kilnyaf, hi Elite. Hope you're all doing okay. Yeah, we literally start the stream and there's a banner immediately. I missed, and Minsk as well. Yeah, so basically the Easter event started overnight on Ephinea, so we can now find event eggs from basically any monster in the game, and you can trade them in for different things or gamble for them. You also get egg rappies in Temple now as well, so there's a few things to do at the minute, and it's also rare drop week. So one of the better weeks to play PSO for sure. Hello Vector. You got 2 eggs and a blue barrier. That is more than I found. I did a few runs earlier and got absolutely nothing. Which is kind of... that tracks really, to be honest. Give Miller. Do you have gold or do you just want Miller anyway? I did see someone earlier trying to hunt gold in mines, which confused me because I'm pretty sure it doesn't drop in mines. You don't know, you just want it, fair enough. Hey, Bunk. You just have to get both. I mean, you're probably running out of things to actually go for now, so... Hi, Pika. You're in a run just now. Not as well waiting for stream. You do have gold. In EP 3. Yeah, I mean, I have SGS on my GameCube save file in EP 3. It unfortunately doesn't help me here. What is the Easter event? So Easter is quite a minor event overall. Oh, Hawkins is on his funny wall. So the Easter event basically is you get egg rappies in Temple that can drop Easter eggs. I think the Easter eggs mostly contain like the sort of joke weapons, and there's a couple of mag cells that you can get in them as well. Apart from that, every monster in the game can also drop event eggs, which are like a currency that you use to trade in the egg shop. I think there's a few NPCs that you can trade them for, so I think Ellie has a few things that you can just buy outright. There's also Karen, the Ramal. She has some Type M weapons that I believe are about 35 event eggs to trade for. Or you can gamble them. There's like 3 different gambles you can choose. I think there's a 100% success gamble that has like okay stuff in it. Thank you for the Poison Lily alert. I have also added new sound alerts. So we now have those, so enjoy those. I also see the Hydrate that Ellie is immediately redeemed. Yes, so you can now get a Poison Lily whenever you want. So yeah, the gamble, I think the first one is like 100% success. Has some okay stuff in it. There's also Garans. I also... we also have the PSO2 Lisa laugh as well. Or Risa. Whichever you prefer. So then there's a 5 egg gamble, which I think is about a 50% success rate, and that has some okay stuff in it. And then there's a 10 egg gamble that is only 10% success rate. You do get a photon drop if you fail it, but it has some really nice stuff. But it's 10% success. So there's a few things to do. Hi, Drafiat. So how many we got? 6 so far. So I'll give it another minute or so. Asking about the new feature with the PB usage, how it works. So basically the way you can set it up now is, you know, when you get a photon blast normally, you just go to like your reverse palette and you use it, and you probably use it accidentally. The way they made it now is you can basically do it where you have to hold another button to access that back palette if you have a photon blast. So for me, I've got it set so, I think for me, right bumper is normally my reverse palette, but I've got it set so that if I have a photon blast available, I have to hold right bumper to access the palette, and then hold right trigger as well to make it so I can use a photon blast. Otherwise, it'll just show my normal reverse palette. So it's really good because it allows you to use the stuff that's on your reverse palette even when you've got a photon blast ready. There's also a function they added as well, which allows you to hold a button to pick items up as well. So if you're in a quest where there's tons of items on the floor, you can basically do it where you can attack normally, even if there's tons of items on the ground. So yeah, really, really good changes. Really good for cursed palettes that it is, yeah. PSO Ep3 soundboard incoming. Yeah, I need to do that at some point. I will try and add those maybe for next weekend stream. I think you can set the button. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can decide what button. I think when you activate that in the launcher, if it's not there, by the way, just when you load the game up, go into patch download, and that'll update the launcher for you as well. I think you can select it. I think, you know, when you go into your config for your controls, so like here. Yeah, we also got the PSO2 fix fail as well. There, so there's an extra one on the bottom there, which says enable pickup or photon blast. Yeah, I use right trigger as well. It's just easy to do. Yeah, I am probably going to add the Bravo, maybe the high. I'm sure there's one that goes like, no, as well. So I might try and add that as well. There is a limit on how many sounds I can add though, so... Yeah, there's also a thing where it can detect your controller mid-game now as well, so if your controller disconnects, you probably know that before, if your controller disconnected on PSO, you basically have to close PSO and reopen it. But now you don't have to, it'll just detect your new controller, which is really, really nice. You're joining, cool. So what is the RBR for this week? So during the Easter event, there are no extra rare drops or anything. We are in rare drop week on like the full week rotation at the minute, but there's no additional rare drops or anything. So we've got Sweep Up 3, which is Mines, Anomalous Ordeal 5, which is Seaside and Tower, but it's randomized spawns, and War Limits 1, which is Crater. The new redeems are on a 10-minute cooldown, but they should be able to be used after 10 minutes. What's this event about? So yeah, I mentioned it a bit earlier, but it's basically very minor events, but you get egg rappies in Temple, and you also get event egg drops from enemies that can be used to trade for different things. So it's experience week then. I mean, it may as well be. War of Limits 1 is Astark Heaven, yeah. If you have anything you want from an Astark, so I'm thinking if you're blue full and you want Limiter, this is the week to do it. Hopefully it doesn't detect controllers like FF13 where it pulls every second and causes poor FPS. It doesn't seem to. To be honest, I probably trust the Ephinea staff more than I trust Square Enix. So yeah, I guess we can get started, and if people want to jump in, they can. So I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to run that tower quest. It is randomized spawns, which kind of spoils it a bit because it's not reliable. But we could get Gigus. I kind of feel I have to do at least one SGS run. Oh, you want those as well, Ellie? Like the start dice and everything. Oh, Mew's just found a nug. Only one thing I want in the Dells aren't being generous. Oh, nice. We've got some PSOBB 3 music. Yeah, there's been a lot of nug drops. I think everyone's running Yellowbow's Mines at the minute. I just had to mute my mic there because the world's loudest ice cream van just pulled up outside. Yeah, I mean, it's probably still a good week to hunt gold. I mean, gold is always going to be a miserable hunt regardless of the week. Even during anniversary, it's still going to be rough. It's some ice cream. I had some ice cream earlier. Good to see you, Eric. All right, so how many we got? Yeah, so we have a good group. Where's me? It's right here. Kind of hard to miss. So what I will do is I'm just going to make a Skyly up 2 game because I feel like I need to do an SGS run. We'll just like get the misery out the way first, then we can ignore it and just go on to something else. So anyone who wants to hunt SGS, feel free to jump in. Password, as always, is stream. This is the first time I've played the game. See if we can make this SGS happen. The answer to that is probably no. Having access to the character slots on main screen is a godsend. Yeah, that's another thing they've added, actually. I forgot to mention that. So now when you start the game, at the very start of the game at the title screen, there's an option they've added onto it to choose what character slot you want to log into. So you don't have to do it from the launcher now. Now, obviously, for your first time loading the game, it was fine doing it from the launcher. But once you were in the game, it was kind of annoying having to basically close the game, go back into the launcher, switch the slots around, and log back in again. You can do that from the title screen now. Real talk, what would your reaction be if you found SGS on stream? I'd probably just lose the ability to speak, honestly. I think the danger if I find SGS is, what do I do then? Yeah, you can also use the C-Bank command, I guess, yeah. What was that? Load upon moons. Load upon moons, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm assuming you wouldn't accept one as a gift. It's one of those things where I kind of want to find it. Yeah, exactly. Well, it has happened twice now, Nimu. There have been 2 SGS drops. I think one was on stream, but we did find another off stream as well, which again didn't go to me. So I'm hoping 3rd time lucky. $60-hit Shadow Vulcan. It's always on the terrible weapons, isn't it? Like, you know, Shadow's absolutely useless on a Vulcan. Yeah, we still got room for one more if someone else wants to jump in. Oh, there we go. Vector straight in.
One more.
I mean, there was one more. There isn't now. We do have a force here. We have a level 84 new well. I think this may be a bit rough, but I'll find you a 90 hit SGS on Return to Ragdoll. I could believe it on Return to Ragdoll, honestly. Everyone in lobby just wants to watch and cope with you. Thanks for that. Okay, so I think it is it an Armatorial 5, I think? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, I feel sorry for Newell. It's not going to be nice. I think you have to kind of accept, though, that if you come on an ultimate run with me, then, you know, I'm probably going to pull you into tower. For some reason, since I changed the game to DX12, I get like a little black screen when I'm loading. But it runs a lot better. Let's split up into 2 groups. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. A Skylight, what's something good to run? I mean, if you don't want to get locked into SGS Corp, honestly, the lame hunt for Skylight is not too bad. That's from Goran Detonators in Desert. Did you just already find a rat? Also, for else to die by splitting up. Thank you for the 13-star rare drop. Hopefully it happens on a Geeky. It's quite a nice quest this though, because you actually get to do Seaside at night, which is really unusual. It is very weird that it has random seabird enemies though. That I don't really understand. Sword will return. Hopefully. Group 1, Well. Group 2, everyone else. Yeah, see, Kilniath knows better now. He knows that if he comes on PSO, we're doing tower. Yeah, I tried soloing this earlier, and the seaside part is fine. But I got in a tower, and there was a spawn right near the entrance to one of the floors of the tower. And it was basically a Mericarol, an Ilgil, and an Epsilon at the same time. I just thought, no, I'm not doing this. Oh, we got a Justy. Skylight confirmed. Love how I'm hearing these sound effects and realise where they originated from. Yeah, I mean, most of the new sound effects I've added a few from PSO, a couple from PSO2. I do want to add some more as well. Yeah, honestly, they do seem to reuse a lot of the same sound effects though. Like, even going through to like NGS, there's still some sounds that are from PSO. Things like just daft things like the menu noises. A lot of that is carried over. Brands 28, oh nice. Yeah, you never really get to see Seaside at night. I think there's one, like maybe 2 quests. I think Dream Messenger might be at night, which is like the night's quest. Which would make sense, you know. Menu noise is slightly different than NGS. I think, is it base PSO2 that uses PSO1 noises? Maybe. I think left is just boxes. But yeah, there's another quest as well. I think it's like an exchange quest or something. I think it was called something like Singing at the Beach. I'm sure that's at night time as well. No, boxes can't drop eggs as far as I know. You go to the night time, seaside at the end of Seat of the Heart. Oh yeah, I forgot about Seat of the Heart actually. It's a quest I very rarely do. I will probably be doing it as part of the PSO side stories though. Sweep up 14 for Limb. I think it's normally sweep up 14 people use, I think. The Skyline Limb. At the minute, obviously, people are doing yellow bows. Sweep up 3. Just stopping in to say hi and thank you for creating a lot of helpful videos. Oh, no worries, Anna. Thanks for watching them as well. I'm just glad they're helping someone. Yeah, so this is definitely different because I didn't get a Mirror Carol last time I did this. But yeah, I think if you're doing Skyline for Lame, I think SU14 is pretty good. I think. Maybe we'll double check it on the Ephinea wiki though. Because I might be thinking of Heaven Striker. I really don't like Epsilon. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange quest, this one. I'm generally not a huge fan of the random spawn quests just because they're kind of unreliable for hunting things. They're an interesting idea, but not particularly reliable. Two heals from a phony world can't heal you to full. At least the developers were nice enough to let you hit Epsilon with demons. I mean, yeah, if you couldn't use demons on Epsilon, I don't think anyone would ever hunt them. It's only 1 in 6,700 for SGS. So you're saying there's a chance. Nope. See, I'm not sure how long this event goes on for. I think it's normally a couple of weeks. As I said earlier, this is kind of one of the minor events on Ephinea. The big one, I think, might be next. I want to say the next event is the anniversary, but I could be wrong. And if you are new to Ephinea, anniversary is the one you definitely want to play for. Feels like 2 minutes since the anniversary. It does. That was extremely rude. Bonus points to whoever gets the Devil's Tail and Cat Paws. I think I might have Panther's Claw. I think I got that last year. Devil Tail is a bit of a nightmare to get because you have to basically make a Devil Wing mag and then get another mag cell to use on it. Don't know why that's there, but what's the grind this time? Well, first of all, we're doing our typical SGS Corpium run. There's a tower quest on the Ragdoll Boost Road at the minute, so we're doing at least one run of this just to get that out of the way. And then we'll see if anyone else wants to hunt anything. Honestly, at the minute, you can kind of do whatever you want to because anything can drop the event egg, so... That was extremely rude. Classic ill girls with the crits. Yeah, I think I could be wrong, but I think it's about 1 in 500 for anything to drop an event egg. Haven't seen one drop yet though. Everyone on the Sega servers on GameCube. Oh, cool. Mine just tackled you down and wouldn't stop tackling. They kind of do that. I think it's when they get to, might be when it's under half health, they get into this state where they just continually do the tackle. It's super annoying. Yeah, some of the enemies at Adrafia are incredibly strong. They can kill you quite easily, even at level 200. Doesn't help as well that, honestly, Huniworld doesn't have that much health. Yeah, I have less health than some rangers, so... I'm not getting that many Gigyus, which is slightly annoying. Why is Epsilon outside his boss room? And this is just a different quest. Normally in like East and West Tower, you only get Epsilon at the top, but there are some quests on the server where it can spawn elsewhere. This quest also, I mentioned earlier, but this quest has randomized spawns. So every time enemies spawn, it picks from like a random pool of enemies. And Epsilon is one of those enemies, so there's a chance you can get Epsilon anywhere. It's a very weird quest, this one. The whole theme of this series of quests is that they have randomized spawns. Which is kind of fun, but it does make them unreliable for hunting stuff. But for this week, this quest is on the Ragdoll Boost Road, so you get extra rare drop rate from it. So it's kind of worth trying. Oh, Parkman's got a Monkey King bar, nice. Is this one of those tower quests that you go up one and down the other? I'm honestly not sure. I've never done a full run of this one. I think because it's randomized spawns, I typically avoid it for hunting SGS because you could theoretically do a run and not get any Gigyus. Or you could do a run and get tons of them, so it's really hard to run it if you're hunting for something specific. If you just want them to go, hey, I'm going to do a tower run and see what drops, then it's fine for it. As I say, I mean, the only reason I'm running this at the minute is because it's on the Ragdoll Boost Road, so it's got extra rare drop. So we're just hoping we get some Gigyus. Unfortunately, not getting too many at the minute. Oh, we have an egg somewhere. So this is your currency that you're looking for. Are we doing that to try and summon the SGS? It's Let's Go Gambling the J-Sword route. It is. I like how they load the ult lobby level requirement to PSU in 180, then a few days after your stream, Ultimate 2 announcement. Did they really announce Ultimate 2? game froze briefly there. That was very weird. Why do we need ultimate 2? What is the point in that? As much as I love PSU, I kind of feel that some of the decisions they make with Clementine are just not it. Ultimate 2 Electric Boogaloo, yeah, apparently. Ultimate. Yeah, it does seem kind of stupid lowering the level requirement for Ultimate and PSU and then just adding an extra level anywhere. Yeah, and still nothing about new player experience. I think the new player experience has kind of been canned. They've added kind of parts of it, and I don't think the rest's happening. It's very weird. I didn't even realise that, Ellie, yeah, that Improper's level twice. I mean, to be fair, the experience in Tower, even without an experience week, is really good. Who needs new players? It's a private hangout. I mean, to be fair, in Clementine, I think most of the players were like in the Ultimate lobby anyway, so it kind of seems stupid to just split up people even more. We need a new private server for PSO, I feel. It's difficult, yeah, because there is only that choice at the minute for PSU, as far as I'm aware. Don't trust that mirror Carol at all. Yeah, I'll have to have a look into that and see what it actually involves. It just feels weird that they would lower the ultimate requirement and then add another ultimate. Why is there another Epsilon? I have no idea if it's called Super Ultimate or Ultimate 2, or I have no idea. Oh, we have another egg drop. Next best option for PSU is portable, sadly. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think Clementine is the only PSU private server, I think. Maybe Ellie, yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the player reception is to it, though. I haven't checked the Clementine Discord or anything recently, so I don't know how it's been received. I think this was top floor, wasn't it? So I will just open the pipe. But nice to see a few more Gigus. But they are literally the only reason I'm here. They're missing quite a few missions already. I feel like it would have been better to add them than Ultimate 2. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems too early, doesn't it? To add more. I mean, obviously Clementine have their vision of how they want the server to go, and that's entirely up to them. You know, they're the ones running the server, so... Yeah, I kind of feel that I would like to see an experience that's more sympathetic to the original Sega experience, personally. The sword is almost equivalent to a shiny Pokemon drop. It's, yeah, about the same. Oh, Miss got a Heart of Poom. So we are seeing actual rares drop. Yeah, this hunt for CLJ sword diameter it's no joke. Is that another Heart of Poom? It's got 2 within like 2 spawns. I mean, it's not a bad quest, but it's just very unreliable for Gigus. Thanks, I guess. I mean, we didn't get nothing. We got an egg and a Justy. I'm just going to team point that Justy because it's terrible. Imagine a room where you got nothing but Epsilons and oops, all Epsilons run, or at least one with one in every room. I mean, there is quests that feel like that. I mean, if you want absolute carnage, just go and do, there's a tower quest called, I think it's called something like Twilight Sanctuary, and that quest is horrendous. So the SGS hunt goes on, unsurprisingly. Yeah, I like that the team point system gives the lesser rares some use. I mean, it just only counts for 1 point, but it's a point. Anything good in the shop? No. I see that 50 hit drain ray gun on the floor. Pretty sure we can now confirm Hydrate is 1 per stream, 2 if 1 more is used straight after. I must have set something up wrong with it. I don't know. I keep checking it and it looks fine to me, but maybe I'm misreading something. See, the Poison Lily works. Thank you for the Garons. Nice. How many we got? Is it 6, is it? Yeah, we've got 6, so we could do 2 3s potentially. Is there another team going on? Ah, there is another team there as well. They are halfway through TDF. Yeah, I think for the hydrate thing, I must have just set it up wrong. But part of me thinks, like, even if I have set it up wrong, that I should just leave it as it is for the memes. So, now that we've done the SGS run, I am now open to helping people out with stuff if they want help with anything. So, is there anything that anyone is hunting at the minute? Bear in mind, it is RDR week, so... Galatine, okay. What would be the best ID for hunting that? I think there's an ID that gets it from... Is it from Condrieu? I know one ID gets it from Gal Griffin as well. Or I can never remember which IDs it is. Only Green Hill and Yellow get them. Okay. What is it? Is it Yellow Gal and Green Hill Condrieu? Oh, it's from Sam Million. Okay. And Yellow from Griffin. Okay, fair enough. Condrieu hunting sucks. Yeah, if you hunt Condrieu, I'd probably just do it during Rare Enemy Week. It's a bit easier. I start Country next. Daylight Sky was from Condrieu Yellow. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine doing... If you want to do something like a yellow max attack or something. I mean, Ep4 normally has some decent drops regardless, so I'm totally fine doing that. I mean, we could do 2 runs, but, you know, we've got enough people to do 2 runs realistically, so we could do 1 run for Galatine and then 1 for something else if you want. So this is what the Twitch version of the stream is looking like, eh? It is. Welcome over. Saba is yellow. I mean, that's no surprise for Vector's characters, you know. I think most of Vector's characters are yellow balls. Figured out at least come take a look despite me never having Twitch open. I appreciate it. So we could do... Get my rim out, don't want to get one-shotted. Yeah, I suppose it's not ideal, is it? Oh, thanks to follow as well. Yeah, thanks to follow NG Burst and for Game Boy Advance as well. Yeah, so we could do... I think Yellow Bow's Sam Million is probably the best one to go with, and then I guess Green Hill Sam Million maybe for the other game, if you want to split teams. Almost forgot before heading back to YouTube, no worries. Unless the second team wants to hunt something else. In fact, Green also gets Galatine. Oh, yeah, Green also gets a V101, doesn't it? And it is Rare Week. When has that ever mattered for V101? Right, so let's see. We've got a game set up. So there is a max attack yellow run with probably one more space potentially. And then whoever's left, we can set another team up if you want. Sending egg luck your way. Thank you very much, GBA. Oh, that actually works out really well. We have the other team has just finished. So we are just setting up games now. So we have a max attack run, which is at 3 out of 4. So there's one more space than that. And then we were planning on maybe doing another run. But the team bailed. Another nuke drop. Yeah, people must be spamming Yellow Ball's mines at the minute. People really want those lambs. You just got a notification that SectionSkyly is live. Well, if you want to go and watch them, feel free. I don't know why the notifications are so late sometimes. Yeah, there's been so many nuke banners today, it's ridiculous. So, if no one else is going to jump in here, then I will. They're so bad at notifying, they are. Yes, they're doing a Yellow Ball's max attack run, I think, for Galatine. I think if no one else jumps in, I'll jump in it. You were leaving it for me? Okay. You made it to the stream. Welcome. I will jump in here then. Since everyone is apparently waiting for me to join. I don't like to just assume that you're leaving the space for me. Sorry we're late, SectionSkyly. We were watching SectionSkyly. How dare you watch another streamer? I think SectionSkyly should raid SectionSkyly. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. It'd be a bit weird. I don't know how it would work, but... Twitch keeps telling me that I need to raid people when I finish my stream. I always forget. Imagine if you could raid into yourself to duplicate your viewers. I mean, to be fair, Energy Burst, this happened before, but you can actually gift subs to yourself. It happened to me before on another person's stream. I tried gifting a sub to his community and it gifted it to me. I'll let you know if anyone cool is streaming before you end. Yeah, it was very weird. So I actually have no idea what drops on this ID for Ep4, so the drop reader is going to be very, very handy. So you drop Blackhound Kuros, that is not something I am interested in. I treat myself to an awesome burger and chips plus a banana, strawberry and Nutella waffle. It's Monday tomorrow after all. Oh, you can get Photon Filters and Swordsman's Law here. That's really good. You got a DMCA disc yet? Please do not play it. I wish you could, but... I like that we get some really good drops here, but then we also get Tanagashima from the booters, which is terrible. Yeah, Photon Filters are... I could be wrong on this because I'm not too familiar with them. I think they used to change the colour of certain things. But I could be wrong. Oh, we got a red Odoshidomaru. That's what they do, okay. Oh, is it also part of the trading requirement for the Divine Filter? It's quite a difficult item to get that, really, isn't it? And I know they said it wasn't too hard, but honestly, getting a photon filter is not the easiest thing in the world. I don't think there's any easy drops for it. I mean, I can kind of see why it's not incredibly easy to get. You know, making the Heaven Punisher be able to just shoot Divine Punishment all the time is really good. I think this might be the best drop for it. Okay. Nope, Saba got a Black Hound Cuirass. See, if I say I don't want something, it'll show up. Shame that doesn't work with Steel J Sword. Yeah, eggs would be quite nice. Just a note, actually, that reminds me. Event eggs won't drop from Scared Rappies. So I don't know if it's worth killing the Rappies normally. Yeah, for some reason they don't drop from the scared ones. I have no idea why. It's the same with badges, yeah. To be fair, I would have forgot about that as well. It's just because I read the update earlier. I don't want SGS game. Okay, then. Yeah, the game would just go fine, then you're not getting it. You don't want it, you're not getting it. Pretty sure Ultimate 2 is an April Fool's joke, by the way. Also, hey, I hope it is. Hope you're doing alright, Draken. Yeah, I really hope it is an April Fool's. It would really suck if they did add it. Someone just got a Zonday 30 disc. Very nice. I've still never seen a level 30 tech disc. Well, attack techs. It was announced on April the 1st. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't look at the Clementine Discord, so I didn't know it was announced on April 1st. To be fair, I never know what Clementine are doing, so if they did announce it as a legit thing, I'd just believe it. This next Gigia was the one, but if you really don't want it, 600% it is. Yeah, I'd actually totally forgotten the Easter event was going to start. It just didn't factor in that that might be a thing that happens soon. I like to think that they just waited for it for my stream. Kind of surprised there's been no Easter egg drops yet, honestly, in this, with the amount of enemies. It's starting to feel a little bit like the Halloween event from last year when nothing dropped either. Yeah, Divine Punishment spam seems really good in it 4. I'm guessing stuff has really low light resistance or something, because it seems to do loads of damage. Alright, let's see if this actually works. You also got a DMCA disc. Yeah, they seem to always drop when there's a stream, knowing that I can't play them. PSO episode 3 runs perfectly on the G Cloud. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't remember if that one's DMCA or not. Honestly surprised this little thing can emulate the cube. It seems pretty good, honestly, from what you've mentioned on it so far. I think these little handhelds that can emulate things are really good, honestly. PSP and PS2 are all fine. Surely it can do the Wii. I would have thought so. I'm just hoping that the flippy drive doesn't get delayed anymore for the GameCube, because it'd be really nice to actually get to use my save file again. Rescue the saves, back them up in 3 places. Yeah, I'm just hoping my saves last long enough. I did check them a few days ago and they seem to work okay still, so hopefully they hold out until I can get the drive. If I can back them up, then maybe I can do a PSO GameCube stream at some point. Plus, it was an April Fool's joke. Fair enough. Something unclean I found is that the Switch N64 emulator is far too sensitive. F-Zero-X just wants to shoot your car into the abyss. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the Switch does the GameCube emulation that they're going to do. As cool as it would be to see PSO on that, I don't know if they will. They promised a rebirth system and just attacks for range weapons and acro gunner. Oh, they said there's going to be like manual blocking as well. So essentially just making the game into PSP2 Infinity. Or PSP2. They should. At least they're self-aware that PSP2 has some interesting features, so they do try to close the gap. Yeah, I mean, some of the changes they've made on Clementine are really good. Just got back into the game after many years. Tutorials have been so helpful. Ah, thanks, Chimera. Yeah, I'm just glad they're useful to someone. Seeing the flow and sword is always great. I mean, I've got no reason to not use it, honestly, with how good it is. Absolutely wasted that Gert of that. Yeah, if you do think of anything that you want to see tutorials for anything, for PSO, PSU, even up to things like NGS as well, just let me know. I'm always happy to listen to those requests as well. It's probably something I've missed. I'm noticing there's been a complete lack of any Easter event drops. I got one last run, but I would have thought with the amount of enemies you get in this that maybe we get some more, but PSO2 tutorials, we need more PSO2, and by PSO2 I mean classic. Yeah, it's a little harder now because obviously when we drop into one video a week as well, it's a little harder because I need to try and balance the games out a bit more, because I don't want to go too long without concentrating on one game. Oh, 4 on drop. stingy as always during rare drop week. I mean, it's just normal now, isn't it, for this stream? We play during rare drop week, we get next to nothing. No select cloak. Oh, I heard a rare. I see a rare. Button drop. I'll take it. Game heard me complaining and just thought, here's a compensatory photon drop. Do a tutorial stream, then cut the footage into videos. That is a decent idea. I don't know how many people would be interested in a tutorial stream. Not sure. It's definitely something I think of doing though. On the subject of the streams as well, I mentioned it in the community post, but on April 10th it'll be second anniversary of the channel as we know it. So I'm hoping maybe on the following Sunday, which I think is the 13th, to do some kind of charity stream. Sure, we'd all learn something other than Drax since he knows PSO like the back of his hand. Ah. I was wondering why he said, oh no there. Okay. Wasted paper, no worries. So that hasn't worked. Actually, it might actually. If it was in time, because it is first and third for twins, so it might work. Everyone gets excited to use foul. I mean, of course. I mean, even if only 2 worked, it's still better than what we had. Alright, let's see what we get. 7 million, okay, so that's fine. So we're going for Galatine. The good thing about this idea is that 7 million and Conjure both drop really good stuff, so you literally can't lose. We're really liking this song today, aren't we? I mean, I get it. First phase is just such a joke. Challenge stream, complete tower without glasses. Completing anything without my glasses would be a challenge. That song again. It wasn't me that used it. Cease mine. Just put your face up the screen. I would literally have to have my face against the screen to see anything. Like, my eyesight is that bad. Timeouts for the perpetrators. Would your face cam be your forehead then? I mean, possibly. Honestly, with where the camera is, if I had my head right up to the screen, you might not even see my head. Like my mag, by the way. Oh, is it a Kapu Kapu? Decided I kind of want to make a Choo Choo Fever armor. I know it's terrible, but sort of want to make one. Want to have mine. Oh, what, someone got the Sky license to drop that. That's crazy. That's so hard to get. Also, why are you doing Skyline Mines? Skyline Mines is terrible. Yeah, that Sincester drop is like 1 in nearly 12,000 normally. Be a bit better at the minute, but... yeah, this guy has basically a lockout where you can't kill him at one point. It's a bit like the dragon where once you get its health so low, you can't kill it. There might be a way to cheese around it, I'm not sure, but... yeah, he just said no to death. Not today. Death disagreed, apparently. There is a way to cheese it. It wouldn't surprise me. With things like Heaven Punish, okay. You like his little leg waggle? Yes, it is something with him. So, I did not get a Galatine. We should have just let me solo it, we should. Well, to be fair, this is probably the one fight where I wouldn't want to use his Raycast. It's not anything good at all. Does this count? 40 hit, well, 50 hit when it's attack Panic Laser. His Raymal would work, yeah, because his Raymal would get knocked over by the tornadoes, I would have thought. $45 hit Drain Vulcan. Nice. Told you, it's always the really bad specials that you'll get good hit on. Always. Anything good in here? Probably not. Nope. A few materials at least, I guess. Something. Anyone needs a 0-slot Redodoshi? I do not. Blackadoshi and Regidoshi are super weird armors. Can't which around it is. I think one of them has a built-in general battle and one of them has a built-in devil battle. Which when you get to any kind of level is like, eh. Really? Are you sure you want me to have this? Yeah, you basically, for Sam Million, you just want to use someone with super high evade, don't you? I mean, I think Raymal is the highest evade in the game, but Hunter can do it better sometimes because I think it's if you use Proof of Sword Saint, you can boost your evade more. I'm probably never going to use it. Can I give you... I don't know, like photon drops or something for it. 50 hit bind bean. Yeah, please hit these. 0 PDs, please. He literally ran away when I tried to give him PD. Wow. Give a good music disc. I have a Puyo Puyo disc. What else do I have for discs anywhere? He's literally left the game. Fine. This armor is basically terrible. I'll be the proxy and accept a PD. Interesting set of armor that sprays mice all over the place. Where do the mice come from? Where do the mice come from? Yeah, I love the Puyo Puyo disc. I sometimes play it in my SGS hunts just to try and retain some of my sanity. It should have an interaction with either Choo Choo or Kapu Kapu. Do they not have a set boost or anything? I don't know if it actually does anything, does it? I think it just sprays mice everywhere. It's actually quite a hard armor to get as well. I think there's maybe some events that you might be able to get it through, but the normal way of getting it is to use a Choo Choo mag on a spirit garment. So you have to actually level the mag to get a Choo Choo mag and then waste the mag. To get an armor that basically has, I believe, 1 defense. I can also get it for 50 bronze badges. That's honestly the way I would do it. I would never waste a mag for it. It's cool, it's cute, but yeah. I think you got it on the event, okay. Okay, so let's see, what can we do next? I kind of feel like we should maybe do a War of Limits run. Either that or Yellowbow's Mines, so we could potentially do SU3 for Lame and try and get a Nug banner as well, I guess. There's also a Blue Full War Limits 1 for Limiter as well. It's actually a really good week for RBR, honestly. Apart from the Ep2 quest, which is the one place I want a good quest in. Is that more Ep3 music? So I think we have 8, don't we? Yeah. So we could just do, 2 full runs. Cool. F3 soundtrack's so good. Even though you never really hear this song. Yeah, Minsky is definitely in the F3 mindset at the minute. I wonder who keeps playing it here. I wonder. Can I see the blue full yellow balls? Yeah, sure, yeah. You can also yellow mines. Yeah, so we could do 1 yellow mines run and 1 blue full limiter, I guess. I have 2 limiters that are still sealed. But I mean, limiters are always useful. Gonna have to head off at 8 and got an early night in prep for an early start. Oh, no worries, Ellie. Yeah, certainly do not feel you have to be here for the whole stream or anything. Just whenever you can make it is totally fine. You have 0 limiters. Yeah, sure, miss. Yeah, if you want to host one, that's fine. I suppose even if you don't need one, you can just sell them, can't you, for like 20 odd PDs. You'll sleep next stream then, maybe. Yeah, I mean, next Wednesday will be... I think we're doing Monster Hunter Wilds on Wednesday just to do some of the title update. Then next Sunday, well, I have no idea. It'll be some kind of Phantasy Star. Probably won't be PSO next Sunday because I don't tend to do 2 in a row. I don't think the Easter event is big enough to justify doing PSO several weeks in a row. Hey, Defco. Oops, someone just at level 200. Cool. PS Nova. I'd like to run that at some point just to check it out. May have to reduce moderation duties to just Twitch. Find it hard at keeping a little both. It's kind of jarring not being actual me on YouTube, whereas here I'm 100% genuine. Are you not able to change your username on YouTube? I've never tried it myself, to be fair, so... But yeah, no worries, Ellie. Just whatever you're comfortable with is totally fine. Yeah, so the Yellowbow's Mines run is up and running, so yeah, we can do... If you want to do a blue full run, we can do a blue full run. Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if you can't change your name on YouTube. That seems like a very YouTube thing to do. I can, but family occasionally use my YouTube to avoid ads, so spilling the beans to them that way would not be ideal. Okay, I see the problem. Fair enough. Is that strange blue someone's played? Yeah, so you can change usernames, but there is a good reason why Ellie wouldn't want to change the name on YouTube. I get it, yeah. I think you did mention it on the Discord, I think, didn't you, Ellie? Alright, let's try and get some limiters. Yeah, it says every time, but I still need to unseal the ones I've got on my force. The problem is when I play in a party, you don't actually get that many kills with a force, so I don't really unseal it very quickly. I should just do what everyone else does and just spam Beyond the Horizon and get it unsealed, but I am far too lazy to do that. Had to unseal a crap ton of stuff already. The only thing I've done so far is Swordsman's Law. Well, and Excalibur. It just takes forever, doesn't it? It's like one of the most mind-numbing things to do in PSO. Oh, thanks for the follow, Cthulhu. Yeah, no worries, Ellie. Like I say, you've mentioned it on the Discord, so if people want to check that, they can. Yeah, this could be good, actually. So these guys drop VIA at a really easy drop rate. So I will take a 75 hit VIA, please. Glad I could catch a stream. Love your YouTube vids. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I normally stream. It's usually on Wednesdays and Sundays. So Sunday is pretty much always a Phantasy Star game. Wednesday kind of alternates usually. So at the minute we are doing a lot of the classic Phantasy Star games. So mainly going through Phantasy Star 2 on a Wednesday at the minute. But I do play other games on Wednesdays as well. So things like Monster Hunter and so on. There is a luck material somewhere. Where is it? There we go. It's like 1 in 1300 for a limiter. That's kind of crazy. Would like to say before I head off, Sky and Kilniath have been more helpful to me in the past month than I think they realise. To have their support has been almost life-changing. Oh, that's really nice to hear. Thanks for that. I know I've talked to you about it as well, but yeah, like any time you need to talk, just feel free. So I actually have no idea what else drops here on Bluefill apart from the limiter. I also can't really remember this quest at all. It was a proper Sega quest, but I barely remember it. Oh, Zeus drop Smart Link, okay. I mean, I've already got a Smart Link for, definitely for my Uniwell. I think I've got one for my Hook Seal as well. But still a nice unit though. Yeah, I mean, I guess these guys dropping crystals is always useful as well. God, I can 3-hit Astarks with a Galatine. That's insane. Oh, snap, was just watching your YouTube videos and now you're live. Oh, thanks, Alec. Seems to be the thing. I think a lot of people see the YouTube videos and then realise I do stream as well. Yeah, you might miss me saying, Alec, but I generally stream twice a week, usually on a Wednesday and a Sunday.
Emergency code attack.
Thank you for the emergency code. I'll see you later, Ellie. Yeah, we do have a Discord server as well, so feel free to join that. I kind of feel like the Dauphin charges are almost impossible to avoid sometimes. I think at some point I want to get a new mag for my Uniworld as well. I mean, this is a Uniworld max stat mag, and it is one of the best mags in the game, but I really don't like how it looks. So maybe at some point I'll have to get someone to make me a Uni max stat mag again, because I'm not making my own. As one thing I'm far past doing in PSO. I love the game, but I despise leveling mags. Oh, we got a VI drop. I'm going to assume it's not 75 hit. 10% native. Wow. Yeah, I think this quest has about 40 something Astark, so. Oh, some egg drops. Yeah, you'd think with 40 odd Astarks and 4 of us, there is a reasonable chance that someone might get a limiter. Nope, another banner. Lavis cannon from a Sinnoh Red. I can't remember what ID that is. I want to say, is it maybe purple? Maybe? Oran, okay. I do actually have an Oran as well. It just shows how much I play them. Pretty good actually now I think about it for the RBR. Yeah, I mean, it's probably one of the better drops at the minute with the RBR. Because I think the quest that's on for mines is pretty good for Sinnoh Reds. I think that's why people are running it for Lame as well. Because I'm pretty sure that... I think is it Yellow Bow's Sinnoh Reds that drop Lame? Yeah, I suppose it's not a bad one for Oran, is it? As well, because the S-part drop. I do find it weird, though, with Oran, that the drop rate for the S-part is easier from the normal guild checks rather than the ultimate ones. There's not much in it. It's almost the same, but it is better in normal, which is really weird. It's actually a very long quest, this. I don't mind. I don't tend to run it very often unless it's on RBR, so it is nice to run it for a change. The good PSO2 anime was Oracle, not animation, right? In my opinion, yeah, I personally think Oracle is alright. I'm not going to say it's fantastic, but I think it's totally fine. PSO2, the animation, I was not a fan of, personally. I mean, Oracle basically focuses on the game events, so whereas the animation is its own story. That's a bit weird. I mean, the basic premise of PSO2, the animation, is what if PSO2 was real? Like Oracle a lot, even though I'm sad there's no Haruka-tan. Yeah. I think it mainly focused on like the earlier episodes, didn't it? It was pretty fun though. There's plenty of eggs dropping, just none here. We got one near the beginning of the stream, and that's been it so far. Yeah, it is kind of what if PSO2 was sorted out online. A heart and an egg. I mean, you're not wrong, like, Magawat is literally a heart. But less full of tears. So some streamers apparently have like streaming privilege where they get things to happen in the game that other people don't. For me, it seems to be the opposite. I seem to basically forfeit any rare drops. But then again, you know, that is us playing during rare drop week, and we know that just doesn't work. They were really optimistic about PSO2's lifespan for the animation. In the year 2027, the video game Phantasy Star Online 2 is all the rage at Sega Academy. I mean, that kind of ties in with the game as well, because I'm sure PSO2 Episode 4, I'm sure, if I remember correctly, it takes place in 2028. Streaming applies a 50% luck debuff, apparently. Yeah, seems like it. I mean, you say that they've been really optimistic, but honestly, I think you need to look on the Japanese side as well, because PSO2 in Japan is still killing it. Even though it doesn't have any new content or anything, the game is still doing fine. It's more of a mixed opinion on global, obviously. But yeah, I think the game is still doing really well in Japan. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the global side. There's just a completely different view of the game. It's almost like global is playing a different game to Japan, which we're not. We're playing the same variant. That doesn't just apply to PSO2 though as well. I think there is a lot of negativity that goes around about PSO2, but I think it seems to be almost any game that releases recently. I mean, even for things like Monster Hunter Wilds, if you look at the absolute cesspool that is the Steam discussions, it's just people complaining about the game. That's all it is. Where are we going? Where are we going? This way? I have no idea. I mean, I complain that because I have hardware that should be able to play it, instead I'm gate capped. I get the people who are complaining about the performance. That is totally valid. Again, it seems to be massively different depending on your PC. I have also heard that people have been getting less performance out the update, which is weird. For me, it seems about the same as it was. But there's a lot of people just complaining about like the content of the game and stuff as well. And there's been like some really unfair comparisons made. I mean, myself personally, I do genuinely feel that Wild is lacking in some areas. I think there's some areas it does very, very well as well. The one I found really funny though was that everyone was basically saying that Wild was far too easy. And then we got the update and now people are complaining that some of the fights are too hard. It's like, well, you asked for this. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Wilds. Yeah, Vector, you should see some of the stuff I've seen. There was someone on the Steam discussions who was saying that Zoshia what in high rank was as hard as Iceborne Fatalis. I was like, no, it wasn't. It had one nuke that you just needed to know the mechanic for, and it has a couple of moves that do a lot of damage. That was it. It was tough. I would say it's tough, but there was no way it was even close to Iceborne Fatalis. If you can't beat 18 Nurg in World, your review is now removed. Yeah, on the last run we didn't cart at all, so... I think the only other things in the game that are even remotely difficult, really, are... Tempered Gore can be a bit of a problem sometimes, and Tempered Mizutune is actually harder than I thought it would be. But even then, it's, like, not that difficult. I just find it funny that people were complaining the game was too easy, and now they're complaining it's too hard. Haven't done Tempered Mizu yet. Wednesday. We can try it on Wednesday if you want, yeah. It does a lot of damage. If it's easy, go back and play Gem 1. I will say, one thing I do really like with the Mizutune fight in Wilds, though, is the fact that when it enrages, it basically turns into Soulseer, which is really cool. I didn't expect them to do that. It's a very, very cool part of the fight. I mentioned it on Twitter, but the only thing I don't like with the Mizutune fight is the new Mizutune theme. I think they kind of ruined the theme for it a bit. Real early Monster Hunter is usually an easy game. Exactly. I mean, World. If you take World as an example, there wasn't much in base game World that was difficult. It was basically Behemoth, Extreme Behemoth, I guess Ancient Leshen, maybe 18 Nurg. That's about it. Potentially 80's Energiva as well. That was a little bit awkward. I'm really surprised they haven't done a Classics collection, honestly. I mean, Capcom seems to be going pretty ham on launching, like, versions of their old games. You know, I mean, there's recently been the Capcom Fighting collections. So, they could do it. Everyone is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would be cool to see some of the older games for sure. Particularly the ones that are really hard to play now. Maybe a Phantasy Star collab with Monster Hunter Wilds, then Odin will make sense. The really funny thing about that vector is, I was looking at a Reddit post earlier about Monster Hunter Wilds, about I'm not sure if you know, but basically in the Grand Hub, there's a singer that can show up at night called the Diva. And one of the comments that I saw on one of the threads about her was, what is this PSO2 NGS? It's like, at that point, we've come full circle. There was then a lot of people saying that they wanted Sega collabs for songs in Monster Hunter. So someone wanted Akamitai from Yakuza in Monster Hunter. I still haven't seen the Diva properly in Wilds yet. I did go to the hub earlier, and it was the middle of night, but she was like halfway through the performance, so I didn't see the start of it. So I'm trying to time it. The problem is that the time constantly changes in the hub, so getting there for the right time is really awkward. I always wanted a 2B collab in Monster Hunter. That would be cool. I mean, 2B's been in basically everything, so I wouldn't put it past them. Phoenix Wright collab in Monster Hunter. I'm trying to think how you would even work it. It's like shouting objection at the monsters. His weapon would be a plunger. I guess you could do something like the Steel Samurai. They did crown him in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Yeah, you're not wrong. Use a giant point finger as a lance, really? And part of me is not surprised I've done it before. Yeah, it's not too bad, this quest. Oh, we have egg. So that's 2. Egg get, exactly. There's another Magawa drop. Is that the 3rd one, this quest? Yeah, that is the 3rd one we found that in this quest. Stop getting whores. We'll try. I mean, to be fair, I haven't had any. Which says a lot, really. Sad Scarlet. Yeah, too real. Oh, that probably explains why we're getting a lot of them. It's from the Rappies. The Rappies have a really easy drop, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. No limiter yet, unfortunately. Honestly, respect to Hawkins for putting up with this with a level 80 something for you all. So what did we get? Anything? We got an egg. I should probably use the Choo Choo Fever as well, just for a laugh. Just notice that emote as Hunywelly is. It does. I mean, it's literally, it's meant to be Taker. Let's unleash the mice at some point. There we go. All the mice. Need a Laconium sword emote. I really like the Poison Lily sound alert. Weren't there quests with the Choo Choo Rocket music? I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I need to check my emote slots actually and see how many more I can get. I think on Twitch I can only add one more at the minute. Maybe on YouTube I might be able to add some more. I don't know why I'm checking the tech. I mean, obviously I didn't find anything. I'm actually really looking forward to finishing Phantasy Star 2. I know it won't be on Wednesday because we're doing Wilds, but the following week probably. 50 hit egg. I think even if I had a 50 hit egg blaster, I still don't think I'd use it. A 50 hit event egg. Need to reverse engineer PS0 and make a patch for some balance changes like Ephinea. That'd be really cool. What would you change, Drac, out of curiosity? I'm assuming making ranges a bit better. Don't know if I would change stats. Okay. And nerf Humor because that's what everyone does. I like that. Yeah, make Humor bad. Lavish should be stronger, to be honest. Yeah, I agree with that. I think charge is too easy. To me, there's kind of like almost no reason to use Berserker Spirit. I know there's some situations you would prefer to use it, like if you're using Dark Flow. But I think charge has too big a multiplier for how easy it is to use. I mean, it barely uses any money, really. I watched the 1 hour vid Sky, you're always telling off the poor Humor. He was an evil Humor. I assume you mean the one in Soul of Steel. I really wish that video was shorter, but there was literally almost nothing I could cut out of it. I forgot how long that quest is. For anyone who hasn't seen it yet, yeah, non-members will be getting a 1 hour Soul of Steel video on Tuesday. Maybe I should become an evil Humor. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think it's like most Phantasy Star games, isn't it? I don't think there's been any Phantasy Star game that I can think of that's been like perfectly balanced. Also, God, that Risa laugh is so creepy. Because of how my headphones are, for some reason it kind of sounds like it's coming from behind me. I hear Trick Track. Get an SGS in tower and then down tech it. It's going to happen, isn't it? Like, the one time I finally get an SGS, it's going to inevitably drop with like 5 hit, and you're going to make me down tech it to -5. I think most of us love Fantasy Star 1 and 2 music. It's really good. Risa is always behind you, you just can't see it. I mean, that sounds about right for Risa, honestly. I still find it weird calling her Risa because, obviously, in the Japanese, it was hard to tell if she was called Risa or Lisa. It just still sounds weird to me calling her Risa, but that is her name. Got another Syncester drop from a Sinner Red. I think the most number of changes I would do to myself are to elements or add the ability to upgrade them and change drastically the percent modifiers on range weapon fort and arts. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, if you're playing, like, the people playing Ranger in Zero, it does look like it needs some help. Recently, I've been high on the PSO Ep3 OST. The Ep3 OST is so good. It might be the guy that got the Lavis, possibly. That's a pretty good day, isn't it? To get a Lavis and a Syncester in the same day. All they need now is find another one. So, is there anything that anyone wants to hunt for? I'm happy to just sort of switch things around. Honestly, I'm mainly just looking for event eggs at the minute, so anything else is a bonus. A new gun could be nice. Heart of Laconia Max or a Red Ring? I am happy to do any of those. Need Panam's Ult Ep 1. What's that for, Drac? Is that for the Heart of Flamird on Skyly? Heart of Flamird, okay. So we've got a few options then, so... What even is a good quest for Panams? They're not something I ever hunt. Exard is the best quest, okay. I mean, we could do an Exard run, because that takes Red Ring potentially as well. If we go with Mines with Sky, it's kind of poopy though. It is. Is there quite a few Panams in it then? Because obviously I know we normally go the other way to go through ruins. I don't think I've ever done the Mines run, honestly. Yeah, so we can do 2 runs. We have enough, so... And what was the other one? Laconia Max. Which is... Skylight Sam Million, I think? Scarlet Realm 2 has 18 plus 5, apparently. But the XI wiki says... 2 or 5 and then 9. Okay. That is a rough drop though from Panams, isn't it? I mean, what we could do is we could do... Basically, Skyly's in big demand at the minute, isn't it? So we've got Heart of Flamird, which is a Skyly drop. We've got Heart of Laconia Max, which is a Skyly drop. If I get Heart of Laconia Max, I'll make my Humor Odin. So we could do, what, one Skyly Exard run, and then one Skyly Max attack for Laconia Max, maybe? We would need another Skyly. Getting Skyly period back. Skyly is there. Yeah, I suppose that's the advantage of doing Exard, isn't it? We can potentially get Red Ring as well. Yeah, Sky Ruins isn't too bad. I mean, you can get Lavis, potentially. I can't remember how many Dildies there are in Exard. I want to say there's quite a few. You can stage your force then. Yeah, no worries. Well, what I will do then is I will make the game for Skyly Exard. So how does the run work for the Panams then, Drac? Do you, at the first switch where you split directions, I'm guessing you go towards the mine section and then just clear a few more rooms out? If we get mines, keep going till the mines teleport. Okay. Because more can spawn. So if you do go through mines, can you still get Darkfalls, or is the mines part instead of ruins? I'm guessing it's instead of ruins. You have 10 coal in your inventory. Is that how long you haven't played your ranger for? You can get Voluped or a special room in Temple. Okay. So, I guess what we could do, because obviously we want Red Ring as well, do we just do a run, and if we get the mines option, we do the few rooms for the Panams, and if we get ruins, we do a false run? Fair enough. Yeah, I can do that then. So I will set up a F1 run. And I'm assuming Porkins is probably going to make a max attack run as well. So if you want to go for Heart of Laconia Max, you can join that one. Skylight Desert also has the chance for Lame as well. So if you have to Lame, that might be a good one to join. I think you could also get, I think Skylight Dauphin Eclair drops, I think it's Liberty Kit for the really cool mag. So there is plenty of good stuff regardless of which one you join. I just say I love how every time I stream PSO I get way more viewers. It's like the one game I can stream that I'm guaranteed to get more viewers on. Which is funny because it's like by far the easiest game for me to stream. I'm not going to get tired of that sound alert. Usually miss your other streams, these tend to be pretty comfy. They are. Okay, remind me, which Exard is it? Is it Exard Stage or Exard Rev 1? You can tell I never make these games. It's good to have a niche. It is. It's the one that says it needs a red plate in caps. Yeah, that one then. Is a red plate needed for this? Because I'm sure I've done this solo before. Actually, a red plate is needed. So is that just if someone makes the game and then leaves, you can't do Xrd? Oh, Ephinea fixed it, okay. I'm going to use the choo-choo armor for it because... why not? I'm going to assume that was Megad. I guess this isn't too bad on Skyly as well. You know, Skyly Caves is pretty good. Not gonna lie, I kind of love the Choo-Choo Fever. It's like one of the worst armors in the game. It has basically no defense and no evade, but nice. Needs more transmogs in PSO. It would be cool. Mod Sweetheart with Choo-Choo Particles. That would be so good. Well, we got ruins. I like how the one time that we kind of want the other route for some pan arms, we get the ruins route. Yeah, I actually really like the transmog system in Ephinea with the heart items. I think it's really cool. It means that some of the items that maybe weren't worth using before now kind of have a use in terms of them having a heart drop. You know, so things like DB Saber, realistically you're never going to use a DB Saber much, if ever. Enemies spawning in the hallways, that's cheating. Oh, red slicer. Does anyone want that red slicer? I kind of feel it's a weapon that you just never use. It's kind of just completely outclassed by Disco Braveman. It's only 1 in 23,000 for Lavis Cannon, there's a chance. Yeah, the system's really cool, Miss. I really like it. Like I say, I mean, weapons like DB Save that you would never use normally, like getting the heart of it, lets you use it on something like Excalibur, but still look like a DB Saber, because honestly, I think stuff like DB Saber looks really good. I love how DB Saber looks, but it's just not worth using normally. I love that. Even with all these rare drop boosts, Psycho 1 is still 1 in 239,000. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think most of the changes that Ephinea have made that are different from the Sega server, I think most of them are really good. I kind of view Ephinea as a way to differ from the norm in a good way. It still feels familiar enough. I suppose with PSO, though, you've basically got whatever option you want to go with, because if you want a more authentic experience, you've got something like Ephinea. If you want insanity, you've got something like Destiny. Oh, that is a Dragon Slayer, because of course it is. Anything is likely custom now since real servers PSO don't exist. Yeah, what I mean by sort of authentic is the way Ephinea works is a lot of the things that it does are basically how the official servers worked back in the day. But then there are some little quality of life improvements that are made as well. Yeah, it's kind of weird for PSU, isn't it? With PSU, there's kind of no reference point really, so with PSU, they're kind of making things up as they go along to an extent. Yeah, I really like the balance on Ephinea. I think it works fine. You would not like 100% vanilla version. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even just little things like having a shared bank. I think a lot of people forget that, you know, even Sega PSOBB didn't have a shared bank. Yeah, which was really fun when you wanted to trade something to another character. Basically hoping that a friend was online that could hold the item for you. And then hoping that they were enough of a friend to not steal it. Don't know what section ID I should have in my force. I mean, Pinkle is obviously the easy one. Pinkle gets things like technique amplifier, well, technique barriers, technique amplifiers a bit easier. And gets a lot of force weapons. You could also go with a more generalized ID, something like Red Rear or Vital as well. Don't know how I survived that, but I'll take it. Ephinea is something like a official server that had continued development. Yeah, it kind of feels that way. I mean, there is a few things on Ephinea where it goes a bit far. You know, some of the custom quests are a bit ridiculous, but White is good for full mal because of slicer animations. Yeah, full mal is really good with the slicer. Depends what force you're going with, really, but I mean, Pinkle is always a safe bet for force. Red Rear, White Ill, Yellow Buzz is a pretty balanced ID as well. Another way you have to think about it though as well is think of areas that force is good for hunting in. So some parts of episode 2 and particularly in episode 4 are really, really good to hunt with a force. Episode 1 less so. So if you're wanting something that drops in episode 2 or episode 4, force could work. It does depend on whereabouts you're hunting, because if you're hunting something in seabed, force could work really well because Megid kind of wrecks seabed. Although having said that, you could also just use a ranger with a hell weapon, so Boss one up Pinkle, so I'll likely stick with that. Pinkle is really good, honestly. Even just having the increased rates on the tech barriers and amplifiers is really nice. So I'm guessing we have not got Dark Falls then. Looked at the section ID page on the wiki and it's still kind of annoying to decide on my Ranger and Hunter though. Yeah, you basically just want to look at the IDs you've got and try and make IDs that kind of complement each other. So an example of that would be if you went with a Skylight. Skylight is obviously great for Hunter weapons, but it is terrible for armors. So then you probably want another ID that will complement that by getting some better armor drops. Or just do what Vector said and make everyone yellow balls. I'm gonna let this play because I want to actually see if I do get content ID for this song. I'm testing it. Such a shame that there's not really any good drops in this for Skylight. You've got red daggers from the assassins, a flowers from the hill delts. It's not good. I think the bringers aren't too bad. I think they drop Meteor Cudgel. Still not brilliant, honestly, but I do feel on Ephinea as well that there isn't necessarily a bad option for Section ID, to be honest. They act balanced quite well. Yeah, you want Green Hill over Viridia for this room, really. I mean, there's some okay stuff here with Sky. I mean, the Sinnoh Blues drop Luminous Field, which is pretty good. And the Del Sabers drop Swordsman's Law, which is nice. But that is about it. And when I say they drop it, I mean they're meant to. We've got Oran on your Ranger and Viridian on your Hunter. Yeah, they're both really solid IDs. Oran is like the least used ID in the game, but I really don't understand why. It's very, very good. And go for Cure Phrase. Hey, we could actually get a Laconia Max, like the actual Laconia Max, because I think this goes to Dalryllie next, doesn't it? The rare mob drops are by far the worst, so that's probably the downside of the ID then. It's kind of a weird ID, Oran, because it feels like there's like a couple of areas that are absolutely stacked. Yeah, it's a one target sword with Berserk. I don't really know what Sig were thinking with the Lacorni Max, honestly. I mean, it's very, very strong, as a ton of attack power and as Berserk special, but it's sword animation with one target. Yeah, he wasn't going to last long. I mean, I was doing like 1200 a hit with Spirit on like up to 10 targets. And that was just me. I think all the axes are one target, yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, actually, I got one as well. Or is that the one? Or did Drac drop it? I don't know. I think Drac must have dropped it, actually, yeah. That was... Yeah. I got very confused there because I didn't hear the red drop noise. He dropped it. But yeah, I think Victorax and Lacorni Max are both one target. Victorax is even worse because it doesn't even have a useful special. It's like Galatine, but dumb. Yeah. The thing is, as well, Hunuel can't even use it, which I don't understand why. It will literally be, it can be used by any hunter apart from Hunuel. So the only way to use a Lacorni Max with a Hunuel is to get the heart. Still absolutely nothing good in the shop. Sounds about right. At least we get a free material, yeah, so there is a silver lining. It's going to be a defense material now, isn't it? Alright, I'm just going to team point those. Yeah, Red Slicer is really not good. I have no idea why they put the worm in PSP2 Infinity. Is not a fun fight. Right, what material? HP, I mean, that's at least usable. So I'm guessing the other party's still going. And my axe. Okay, so they are in Desert 3, so they're relatively far through. Well, wait, I'm going to put some music on. Where is it? It's here somewhere. There it is. Test all the music so we know what not to play. Rise of Fall is such a good song. This song has got in my head ridiculous amount. Like, I'll be at work and I'll literally start humming it. So anything what I'll do for next Sunday stream, really. I'm trying to have a game we haven't done for a little bit. Yellow RT for Trick Track. We could. Another chance at Galatine, I guess, as well. But yeah, I need to think of a game that I haven't done for a little bit. I mean, obviously it'll be a Phantasy Star game because it's a Sunday stream. Yeah, I'm trying... When was the last time I did PSO 2? Oh, you know what? NGS. I would, but I just think if I started to do an NGS stream, the viewers would just disappear immediately. An NGS stream would be funny. On the subject of NGS, I think most people are probably aware of it because I have mentioned it now, but me and Kathy, who I did a collab with before, we are planning on doing a Phantasy Star podcast. It's still super early stages at the minute. We're still planning it, so it's going to be a little while until it actually releases, but we are planning on doing a Phantasy Star podcast. So I will let you guys know when that is confirmed to be going live, but it's going to be a little while, I think. Depends if you can show everyone what they're missing by not playing NGS. It's like challenge level impossible. NGS could have been the April Fool's stream. Yeah, look at this NGS creator actually playing NGS. Is it going to be an actual podcast or just an audio-only YouTube video? I think, from what I've discussed with Kathy so far, I think we're planning on doing things like screenshot campaigns and things like that as well. So there is going to be like a visual element to it. So I think it'll basically be like a YouTube video, but I suppose one that you could listen to as a podcast. It's just that for that segment, you might not be able to get much from it. We're just calling it a podcast because it's essentially going to be me and Kathy talking about stuff to do with NGS, but maybe some other games as well. And we're planning, hopefully, maybe having some guests on as well. It triggers me a bit when people call things podcasts when they're not. PSP2 Infinity or Phantasy Star Nova is for some novelty. I would like to do some multiplayer PSP2 at some point, but yeah, I just need to get it all set up and everything. Will you still be VTubing on the podcast? I know, I've discussed that with Kathy because I know people found it super weird on that video. I think the plan, what I've mentioned so far, is I would prefer to just use my camera. Obviously, what Kathy does on her side is up to them. This guy's VTuber arc is starting. What is it? I need to graduate from doing camera and switch to VTuber. But Elfie is on the glasses. Either go VTuber or get kitty headphones, those are the rules. There was a shop near me selling the kitty headphones, but yeah, no. You going for the kitty headphones? Okay. A Miss Ma model. Get Newman headphones. Or do we just cosplay the format? Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, if I was cosplaying the format, I'd have to take the glasses off for the true experience, you know? I mean, it seems to work for a lot of other people, Krabby, you know? You got Condryu. I mean, obviously, it's not Roundry Week, is it? So, of course, it's Condryu. You should know by now that those are the rules. His avatar is already busting NGS. I mean, you're not wrong, to be fair. I think you've already seen one of them as well. I've got about 6. So I know people mentioned Yellow Buzz RT. I'm happy to do that. Or we can wait for the other people to finish and then decide something. That's not something you need to admit, Sky. I have 6 characters in NGS, I think. I think it's 6. Did they get anything off him? I don't think they've beat it yet. Max out the slider and rig in the suit cache. Sega have actually been banning some people actually for using accessories inappropriately in NGS. Let's all I'm going to say is there is an accessory in NGS that is basically just a sphere that you can change the colour of. I'll leave it at that. I will only ever have one character and it's just me all the time, except I'm Morrowind when I'm a Dark Elf. I legitimately don't think I have ever made myself in a game. I'm assuming they're still on Condrieu. Yes, they are. So what is it? It's Skyly Condrieu. So Skyly Condrieu, I think, is Centurion ability, I think. About to jib him. Good luck. I mean, Centurion ability is still a really decent unit, honestly. In Morrowind, the Nord sounds like Kilniath. Yeah, so we'll wait for the other team to finish, and then we'll do maybe one more run or so. Also, just while we're just waiting for the other team, thank you to everyone who's filled in the survey so far as well. It's been really, really helpful. I was actually quite surprised to see that most people seem to prefer watching on Twitch. Just for the sake of parity, you can watch on YouTube as well. You've got to try and keep both platforms happy, you know. My survey, probably not so much. I'm sure my responses were really, really helpful. No, honestly, it is helpful to see what you guys think, and you know, any places I can improve on the stream. So it's probably something I'll do like every 6 to 12 months or so. There is a survey. I have posted it in the community post. I think the one I did yesterday has a link to it. So yeah, just on the community post part of the Discord, it's on there. I did also post it in the YouTube community post as well. YouTube has less noise, I guess. It makes watching it less distracting than on Twitch. Yeah, I can get that. Honestly, I think on YouTube, I don't know if it's the same for the streams, but I know for definitely for videos, generally the video quality seems to look a bit better on YouTube. I always think that Twitch is maybe a bit better for like the social side, maybe. Honestly, I'm fine to streaming to both though, so for the time being at least, I'm still fine streaming on both platforms. Yeah, YouTube has a high bitrate, exactly. I mean, you'd expect Twitch to have that, wouldn't you? Because it was set up as a streaming platform. YouTube is kind of playing catch up on that, I think, but YouTube obviously has the big advantage of your streams are in the same place as all your videos. So people watch your videos and then notice you live. It's a really good way of like filtering people in. Oh, you're really going to play that song. Oh. You might not be able to hear it at the minute, but you will. Thanks, Vector. Twitch decided that my TV was too old to watch on it. Oof. Did he really just... You really just play that song and then build out of the lobby so it switches your music back? You got 2 Centurion abilities out of that. Oh, nice. Vector is certainly being chaotic neutral. He is. So we probably have time for one more run, I think. This song grates on me so much, but I used to troll people on PSO, on GameCube, and on Blue Blast with this song. I would just drop the disc in the middle of the run. I'll head off. We'll watch the stream though. Thank you for dropping this song and then leaving. Yeah, so we've got a few people left, so we can do. I think is someone still in a run? Yeah, there's still 2 people in there, so we have 7 in total. So for the last run, and because I want to really get out of this lobby because of this song. Is there any preference for anything that anyone wants to go for that we haven't yet? Oh, you'll finish Minsk, okay. It's 5 minutes long. Thanks, Vector. Yeah, so we've got 6, so yeah, we can do 2 teams of 3, I guess. I really need to get out of this lobby. RT, you can use yellow raycast. Yeah, so we could do 1 yellow respective tomorrow run. Is Knight's a good Sega game? I honestly have never played it. You can get your phone you well. Yeah, no worries. I always forget you have a phone you well. Red Ring Corp. That laugh, man. I think a lot of us have a yellow now. I actually don't. I always forget that your raycast is called Banana Loaf. So good. Alright, so we've got... So Drac has made a respective tomorrow run. So for the other team, we could do something like a red ring run or anything else. He is the right colour for it. Are you also yellow balls? You are. So I guess, do you want to just do 2 RT runs then? I know RT's a slightly longer quest anyway, so it should take us probably to the end of the stream anyway. Yeah, Drax already made one, so if you want to make another one, feel free. Why is everyone named Banana? You've started a trend. You kind of want a Heaven Punisher. I'm trying what the best way for you to get one of those is at the minute. At the minute with the RDR boost, maybe... I guess you could try that tower quest, but it's Whether Americara spawns on Purple Gnome. Skylight Spiggles aren't too bad for it. Well, I say not too bad. I mean, it's still 1 in 20,000. But in the context of Heaven Punisher. Yeah, so I will go into this one. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to help you hunt a Heaven Punisher as well, Pika. I still really don't know what the best way to get that is. I know, obviously, Mist found some with Bluefull Hildators. I don't know if that's the best way of doing it or if there's another way, but I don't know if there is a good way of hunting it. It's probably a bit like Psycho ones where there really isn't a great option. You just have to kind of pick the least offensive. Fornuel has tons of MST, haven't capped it yet. My Fornuel has also not capped her MST yet. I think it caps it about 1,750. It's stupidly high. And you're using 2 Heavenly Minds. You're at 1,678. To be fair, I think my Fornuel is kind of using like a generic mag at the minute. I think mine's like a 150 mine mag. I need to make a max mine mag at some point. Honestly, probably just trade it for one. So we have about 1 or 2 more slots, depending if anyone wants to join. Oh, using a 185, okay. Remove 300 of aid from Fornuel and put her on attack power and then she'll be good. I really like playing Fornuel, honestly. The boosts are not the most useful that she gets. I mean, the simple tech boosts, I really don't find that useful. Final phase falls is nice. You do a lot of fire damage, but that's about it. The piece in Megid's nice. You think you join the other group? No, that's fine. I mean, the way that it's split up at the minute, I think we had about 6 or 7 anyway, so there's going to be probably a 3 and a 3 or a 4 and a 3, so that's fine. The thing I like about Forces is I only use 3 weapons. It is definitely easier on the weapon swapping, yeah. Yeah, Formar is a bit different, I guess, yeah, because you've still got the melee weapons. And potentially range weapons as well. I believe the quest may have glitched for me. This happened before with another quest. Yeah, this is a cursed quest. Nothing is spawning for me. Might be worth us restarting. See, the stuff in the boxes is fine because the boxes were there. Let's see. This does happen now and again. It's really weird. Right, let's try to go back down and see if that fixes it. No, nothing's spawning. I don't know if it does. No, so we need to restart. So I guess lobby. There's another Nook 2000 bazooka drop as well. Yeah, I don't know what causes that to happen. It's only now, like very, very rarely. There was another quest in episode 2 that would do it now and again as well. I think that's the first time I've seen it happen in RT. Alright, take 2. See if this works. Well, can you imagine that you've been called up to do this government simulator to test your skills and just nothing spawns in it? Okay, well I can see a moth fist, so yeah, it's fine now. It's extremely weird. I kinda just want to stick with the choo-choo armor for now. Imagine if it was possible for AI to glitch in games. Good thing we're not implementing AI in real life. Yeah, good thing about that, isn't it? Why would we ever use AI for anything? Oh, cross scar drop. I do feel in PSO that if a monster is stood under the crusher traps and the crusher lands on it, it should get hurt. I've just realised actually there's a very small chance we could get egg rappy. I mean, we're probably not going to. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this Easter event lasts. I can't remember, honestly. I think it does say on the Ephinea post, but I can't remember how many weeks it lasts. I would assume maybe... I would guess maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe. Well, it could be longer. Honestly, I think it's a good time to play as well, because even if you don't plan on doing anything with the event eggs, it is still worth getting them because people will buy them. Yeah, the Knight's theme is cursed, isn't it, Ranger? Please give me a fluid item. Ruined you for the next 12 hours. Struggle of being out fluids as a caster class, I know it well. Yeah, I kind of find that it's more of a problem for Force earlier on. I think later on your TP pool gets so big that you don't seem to have as much reliance on them. Certain gear does help as well for sure though. Honestly, that's one of the main reasons that a lot of Force players go after Psycho Wands. Even though it is obviously incredibly hard to get, it's so useful for the TP reduction. Was that luck material? It was. Obviously things like Adept as well, they obviously help as well. Another luck material. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, basically with Phonia World, it's essentially Psycho Wand and Adept. I guess with Phonium, I think you get, is it Mother Garb as well that reduces it? But that's only for Phonium. I dream of the day that I could benefit from such a TP cost reduction. Another thing that reduces TP costs as well is which is one that a lot of people forget about, is the Sorcerer's Cane. That only does reduce by 10%, but it's something. Actually, yeah, Dark Bridge as well does it actually as well. Obviously, the only downside with Dark Bridge is the fact that it like randomly freezes, confuses, or paralyzes you, which is not ideal. And the tech boosts from Dark Bridge are not particularly useful. I mean, on a Phonia World, the only one you're going to get benefit from is the Grant's boost. But still a cool weapon, though. It's definitely a lot easier to get than Psycho one, for sure. This Flowers is so good. Do have Sorcerer's Cane, but often find myself wanting to equip other things. That said, it also doesn't help that the entire time I've had it, I've been in the process of unsealing my lamb. Yeah, Sword Cane's not bad, honestly. Obviously, you get the 10% TP cost reduction, but you also get the boost to the Gi text as well, which is nice. It's a pretty good weapon. Yeah, Phonium can reduce TP by a lot. Still annoys me that Mother Garb isn't usable by Phoniewell. I feel like Phoniewell got scammed. But yeah, that is the downside of unsealing the lame. Obviously, you're kind of forced to use the lame to get the kills. With Adept, it's not too bad because you can just kind of set it in your armor and just forget about it. Pop back over this side for a second. I feel like that was deliberate. See, using the mouse armor, is that for fun or is there a use to it? This is entirely just because I feel like using it. It's not good. I think it literally has one defense and one evade. It's terrible. You literally only use it to make cool mice spray everywhere. That is the whole point. Yeah, if you use a serious gear, don't use it. Honestly, I think once I'm at 200, most stuff that does normal damage doesn't really pose too much of a threat. It's mainly things like Megid that'll just instant kill me. So you can kind of get away with using stuff like this. And, you know, it's just fun to use some of the joke stuff now and again, you know? It's also because I've never had a choo-choo fever before, but it's kind of an armor I've always wanted to mess around with. Oh, Victor has moved over to YouTube. Wish there were more particle effect armors like this one in the game. I know there are a few. Yeah, a lot of them are just completely invisible. You can't see them at all, but there is a few that have particle effects. Yeah, Sweetheart has one as well. I mean, to be fair though, with Sweetheart, it only works when you stand near a male character. How's the SGS hunt going? We did one run of Tower earlier, and yeah, it didn't go well. Unsurprisingly, no SGS. Yeah, we're just doing a Yellow Balls RT, just try and get Galatine.
You piece of Ark's trash!
Any plan for Twitch sub badges? I wanted to do the section ID badges, but they're a different size to the YouTube ones, and the YouTube badges that I've got don't work as Twitch ones. So I do want to do some. I might have to get some commission, possibly. I actually really like that that Risa laugh one. Yeah, it would be nice to do. It's kind of something that I do want to get done. It's just finding something that's suitable for the Twitch badges. The new sounds have broken my mouse memory of where they all are. I'll spend a minute reading each one. You're expecting a different one of the laughs. I mean, there's several to choose from, isn't there? That was the easiest one to capture, because with that one, you can literally just talk to her in the lobby and she'll do it. It would be nice to get one of the really crazy ones as well, but I think for that, I'd probably have to do some story. I mean, to be real, you could probably fill an entire soundboard with different racer laughs. You have many clips of our laughs. It's also because I think there is a limited amount of slots, I think, although I have a feeling it's actually really generous, the amount of sound slots you can get. So, you know, I'm not averse to adding more in future. Yeah, that is another really good thing on Ephinea, isn't it? The fact that you can change the, or stop the camera from changing in some of these quests. Yeah, I think when I looked at it earlier on, I think the way it works is there's like different, what they class as alert boxes on Twitch, and each alert box is something that you can put different sound alerts into. I'm sure, I could be wrong, but I'm sure that each alert box allows you to have, I'm sure it was hundreds of different sound alerts you can have. If I recall, I think there's a side story cutscene in Ep4 that has a few of those, mainly when she meets several of the Earth characters. Yeah, I think for me, because I haven't played PSO2 Base's story for so long, it's really hard for me to remember when you actually get the laughs. Oh yeah, if you want to set Twitch alerts up, Killing, I think it's really, really easy. Did the one follow one and it blew your ears out. You can adjust the volume on them, so there is like a volume slider thing you can do on them. I'd break on Twitch, so I'm back on YouTube. Yeah, also actually speaking of ads, on YouTube, I recently got notified by them that they're changing how the ads work. So they're basically, most of my videos on YouTube have automatic ads that just play at different points of the video. But they're apparently doing it where, like, even if you put manual ads on your video, they're also putting auto ads on as well. So I thought, well, there's no point in me putting manual ads on the video then if you're going to also add additional ones. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Oh, thanks for gifting the sub, Kilniath. Enjoy the sub energy burst. Now you don't need to see the ads anymore. Level 26 Mega. Oh, so close. It's cozier on Twitch. See, I have to maintain parity. You know, I can't promote one platform more than another because they don't like that. Or rather, Twitch doesn't seem to like that. I don't ever remember YouTube saying anything about it, so I don't want to give Google money. I mean, that is entirely fair. I really like the Poison Lily one. It took me a while to actually record that one because I recorded it, but I did it with my Hunuel. And then I realised that when I get hit by the Poison Lily poison, I would get poisoned. And then you would hear the poison ticking as well. I couldn't find a cure poison anywhere. And I was wondering how I'd do it. And then I just thought, why don't I just use a cast? Because then if I use a cast, I won't get poisoned. And then you won't hear the poison tick. Back in the day, YouTube would get mad at channels for uploading a vid that was just a Twitch stream announcement. It used to be a lot worse, yeah, so I mean, a while back, really, I mean, you couldn't even multi-stream. It goes to show how often you play casts. I mean, yeah, you are not wrong. I'm terrible with casts, honestly. Yeah, you couldn't multi-stream on both platforms. You could only do one. So it has, I think it has freed up a lot more now. Also, I'm aware the stream has run over, but I'm more than happy to finish this run. Yeah, I need a V502 as well. That's one thing I do need to look for at some point. $90 Mario Kart, by the way. $90 Mario Kart for now. I'm sure most people have seen it by now, but yeah, they stopped pre-orders in the US. I'm not going into the politics side of things, but yeah. I hope for people in the US it doesn't go up too much in price, but much better. The Puyo Puyo song is such a bop, it's so good. Yep, so that is a tornado that I don't fall over to. I'll tank it, I don't care. I like how I just ran in and then realised after the fact that I'm using the choo-choo armor, which is probably not the wisest decision I've ever made. The Pal World made a buff guy called Professor Yorked. Maybe it's just me, but Griffin always felt like a weird boss. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, I think we also forgot Zalo as well. That didn't help. Oh, these drop Heart of Type DS D-Saber, which is a mouthful. Yeah, Heart of Type DS D-Saber. It's one of the Type M weapons. But yeah, admittedly, it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. I think it's a double saber, yeah. If I remember correctly, I think it's the one that looks like a regular double saber, but I think you can change the color of the photon on it with photon filters. Doesn't roll off the tongue like shit sword does. I swear, even at level 200, Seabed never gets any easier. Yeah, honestly, I really like that range though. I really like how the regular double saber looks. God, I love the Morphos cheese. It will never get old. So a photo of some Pollett's eye on Bluesky, and we're going to share it on memes on Discord till you realise it was political as heck. You always dread the guys who just charge at you, the name escapes me. Is it, yeah, Delbiters. They are scary, and they are even scarier in challenge mode. They have toe beans, as I like to point out. I've just realised the drop rate for that Heart of DS. It's incredibly rare. I hear someone has changed the music. I'm trying to hear what it is. I think we're up for a banner. I think so. It's so quiet, that disc. I just had a horrifyingly evil thought. What if Rico boxes were made to spawn Delbiters instead of Recons? That would be something. Nope, we got an egg drop. Finally. Enjoy getting to see some of the Ephinea changes since I last played here from your perspective. Honestly, it's really good. They've made some really good changes recently. Like one of the best ones here, I mentioned it earlier, but you can see I've got 100 PB at the minute. But if I go up my reverse pallet, there's no photon blast there. But if I then hit the right trigger as well, it changes to photon blasts. So you can hold your normal pallet and then activate your photon blast pallet when you want to. That is a super good change. I love it. Did you get Synod? No more accidental PBs, yeah. Well, unless you hold two buttons and an accidental PB. You can turn that off though if you want. So if you want the, the authentic experience of whiffing all your PBs, then you can still do it. It was a double crit. Oof. You mean they found a cure to premature photon blast syndrome? They did. No more will people accidentally PB. Science is amazing, it is. Been playing the Destiny server. Is Destiny the one with like the crazy additions? I always forget which server's which. I want to say Destiny's like the really crazy one. Yeah, I thought so. Accidental PBs affect 1 in 4 players. If you haven't seen anyone else accidentally PB, maybe it's you. Yeah, Destiny looks insane. Like, the few clips I've seen of it, it just looks ridiculous. I hear Dr. Montague offers PB checkups when you're 40. It is an absolutely diabolical chainsaw trap, yeah. They knew exactly what they were doing. The thing is, they're actually somewhat useful because a lot of people will use these to charge their Photon Blast gauge at the end of the quest if they haven't got a Photon Blast. You'll see people just literally run into this trap here because right before the boss. Yeah, because the chainsaw traps do damage to you, they charge your Photon Blast gauge. So if you're at like say 90 PB, it makes sense to just do it. Yeah, you'd assume that, but yeah, it does actually charge your Photon Blast gauge. Yeah, all the little strats in PSO are always really funny, just to see the little things that people do to like game the system a bit. So using Choo Choo Fever on Ultimate Olga Floor, probably not my proudest moment. Imagine Derol with 200k HP and while fighting the boss with lots of different attacks that blow up parts of the raft. That sounds like the Destiny experience, yeah. From the little I've seen of it anyway. Basically, if you want PSO that's insane, play Destiny. If you want PSO that's more like Sega, play this. So there is a chance we could get PGF. That would be nice. I don't know what. I'd probably make a Dark Bridge, I guess. I have proud moments. Oof. That was low. One in 51's not bad yet. It's because of the rare drop week boost. So normally it's 1 in 64. Go on, just get this over with. So this will either go, he'll either die instantly or we'll get obliterated. There's no in between with Olga Floor Stage 2. It's such a weird fight, it either just ends immediately or we all die. Thank you for the sub vector. Much appreciated. It was the first. It's 1 in 203 on Destiny. Oof. It was the former, yeah, which I'm quite glad about. You missed. Exactly. Oh, thanks for the Prime sub, Ranger. Much appreciated. So, did anyone... No, because there's no banner, so... That would be a no then. Hey, we got a mana fluid. Well, saving one, exactly. I feel like it gets screwed on respective tomorrow as well, because you don't even get boxes from Orgafloor. Well, we've got rank S, that's pretty good. So yeah, so no banner for us today. It's been so long since we've had a banner on stream. How much longer you plan to go for? I'm probably going to end it pretty much now, honestly. I normally go until about, usually until about like 9:30 GMT or BST. It's just that quest was running a bit longer, so... Yeah, I normally stream for about 3 hours or so I've actually gone a bit over today. But yeah, I normally stream on, it's usually Wednesdays and Sundays Energy Burst, so... I think on Wednesday we're playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Normally till 9:30 unless having fun. Exactly. So yeah, so I will probably end that one there for today. So on Wednesday, we'll be playing some Monster Hunter Wilds, checking out the title update 1. I've played it a little bit already, but you know, play a bit more of it per at least one stream. Phantasy Star 2, for anyone wondering, will be back the following Wednesday. And then on Sunday, we'll be playing some kind of Phantasy Star game. I haven't decided which one yet. As usual, if you have enjoyed the stream, please consider the usual like and subscribing, join as a member on YouTube. Thank you for the bid skill, Nief. Also, follow or sub over on Twitch. You can follow on X or Bluesky, and we do have a Discord server you can join as well. So feel free to join us over there as well. Yeah, good to see you, Range. Yeah, nice to see you. So yeah, we'll end that one there for today. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for the next stream. And there'll be a video going up on Tuesday as well. So look forward to that. Thanks for the stream. Have a nice evening, Skyline, everyone. Thanks, Energy Burst. Good to see you, and see you on Wednesday.